So, hello fellow Earthlings. This is Earthling 6455463728. And Kim and Kanye, what is it? Kimye? Yeah, they're getting divorced. Old news, of course. This is since January rumors, February. Anyway, I feel it's a stunt, and I'll go into that in a minute. As usual, I am Earthling, yada yada yada. I'm an ex-Army reservist. I have a couple of degrees, business, computer science. I have traveled a bit. It was fun. Hope I can do it some more at some point. And I lost the weight, a bunch of weight a while ago. Kept it off 5 years. So that's me. Anyway, Kim and Kanye. This is last season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And of course, they want ratings. You know, you want ratings. You want people to tune in. So what is more exciting? I mean, don't judge me, but I used to watch Young and Restless, and that's always a big thing. Weddings, divorce, weddings, divorce, weddings, divorce. Maybe a murder, kidnapping, twins, all that kind of stuff. But you know, people going through marital problems and then getting a divorce. That was always a big deal with respect to Young and Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful. I think there was one called Santa Barbara a while ago. I think that got cancelled. But that's always a big thing. So why not have a divorce? And you might say, well, you know, it's reality TV, but I don't know that we know that they've been having problems. It's believable. Is it? Is it really believable? Because I don't know that they were having any problems that could cause me to think that this was going to happen. I mean, to be honest, years ago I was thinking to myself, I wonder how long they'll last, you know? But these are two people who are really in the public eye. So if there are disagreements and things like that are going on, wouldn't we have heard about this kind of stuff? And you might say to yourself, well, Earthling, I mean, look, there was that whole thing where Kanye was on medication and he decided he didn't want to be on medication anymore. And Kim was like, you know, when you have a loved one, you can't force them to be on medication, and da-da-da-da. And okay, yeah, I understand. But maybe I'm being naive, but there was no lead up to this. There seemed like a contrived lead up to it, but yeah. And then of course there were, oh, Kim is going to get divorced, and Kanye knows that it's coming. What? This is your lead up? And I don't know, because it just sounded like a build-up in terms of contrived attention. And Kanye has a propensity to create these kind of events. Like when I think it was either him and Jay-Z or him and 50 Cent. You know, I might be mixing it up. Maybe it was Jay-Z and 50 Cent who were saying that one of them would quit rapping when if depending on who got lower album sales for the next album that they were coming out. And then afterwards they basically said, oh no, we were just joking. And then I guess PewDiePie did the same thing. So it really has become a meme, hasn't it? You know, Joshua Fluke, I think it's Josh Fluke, Joshua Fluke said that, oh, I'm quitting is a meme. He had a video with that title once, and I was like, how can you, what? It's a meme. What are you talking about, man? It's either you're quitting or you're not quitting. You know, it's you kind of just lying. And he had this live thing online where he was like telling everybody over and over as they came into his live stream, it's a meme, it's a meme, it's a meme. I'm not actually quitting. It's a meme, it's a meme. So now I guess he's right. It is a meme, because maybe there were a lot of other people in between, but now that I traced it back, it was definitely two rappers, one of them maybe Jay-Z and 50 Cent, or I'm thinking either Jay-Z and Kanye, possibly, who said they were going to quit if they lost in terms of album sales, and they didn't. Then PewDiePie said he would, and he didn't. And then on a much lower level, of course, there was Joshua Fluke, but he's right. By that time, when these two, other people, much more influential people had already lied, then I guess you're right. It is a meme. He didn't say where the meme came from, but I guess he figured everybody knew. But I'm sorry, I'm probably going too far in this tangent cam, as Jim Scott might say. But yeah. But aside from any of that stuff, Kanye, like calling himself Jesus, like Jesus, and that video that he had with his wife, the one where they're on a motorcycle, come on, that was just for attention. Oh, I mean, this whole what was it, the Sunday service, that was just for attention. He's just going from the next thing to the next thing to the next thing. And yeah, he knows how to pull in people, just like Madonna, by stripping naked and walking over a bridge. That's what you have to do sometimes. Or was it... No, it wasn't India Ari that did that. But it was another girl. Is it not Jill Scott either? Somebody else who... They were in a music video, a woman took off all their clothes, and it was a music video. I think she got a fine for it or something. Of course, she should have sued, but whatever. But yeah, so I think it's very much within the realm of possibility. And when you add in the fact that Kim doesn't want to talk about it, yeah, she wants everybody to tune in and find out about it on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Then you hear something like Kim asked Kanye to move out to the place in Wyoming. That kind of seems like it's for the reality show. For me, I look at their kids, all of these kids that they decided to have with, surrogate parents, and all this stuff that, Kanye might have done, where he got these firefighters, he paid them to come out on their free time and save his property and the neighbor's property as well. And the way that Kim would have talked about Kanye, never heard her really say a bad word, except in these illusions when they're saying like, yeah, Kanye is expecting it. He knows that Kim is fed up with all of this stuff. I have never heard either of them speak a cross word to each other. And I'm looking at these kids that they have, and I'm looking at them together with their kids, and I for the longest time I was just kind of like, I'm not really believing. I'm not buying it. Then she actually filed divorce things, which I would expect, because a lot of people would be like, they're not buying it either. But then she filed, so okay, great. And then there's no date on the divorce papers, and then the person where I read this said, well, that's a common thing for them to not have a date on the divorce filing, because you want to decide after the whatever period of time. People do that all the time. But do they? Do people really do that all the time? I don't know, maybe they do, but I don't know. That's just what's in the article. And then, Kris Jenner breaks her silence on it. And that kind of title, that she didn't say nothing. She must have said something like, it's so sad, I really can't believe this. Just something that adds nothing to it. Because if there was something that she said, it would have been in the title. It wouldn't be where she breaks her silence. No, they would have said, Kris Jenner says this juicy thing that should be in a headline. So, yeah, to me, it just seems like fodder. And the next thing is that I was listening to, what's this guy's name? Tim Chantarang-Su on his No Chaser podcast. And he was talking about people that he knew who were telling him about how some of these reality TV shows are put together, where they will take two different conversations. A girl is talking to not her boyfriend, but another friend, gets into an argument, and they will cut and paste the recordings and edit it to make it seem like she's arguing with her boyfriend when it doesn't happen. And if you read in the contract, that's exactly what you agree to, that they can modify and change anything that they've recorded of you in order to make controversy. And, you know, in some of the very, very first reality TV shows, they've said that. They've said, like, well, we didn't really meet by accident. You know, they just kind of set up this meeting between the two of us and said, like, talk about something that's a problem between the two of you, or something like that. And, you know, you look, of course, for people who have problems. But I say all this to say that whether it's scripted or it's not scripted, it's entertainment. And unless it's something like, you know, Miss Kardashian West getting robbed, where you know, hey, I don't think that was up on keeping up with the Kardashians, right? I don't think that was staged at all. I think that she really had a horrible experience, because it's nothing from her experience. So yeah, stuff like that I think is real. Other than that, I think a lot of stuff might simply just be hype, because you need people to pay attention, and they're not necessarily going to pay attention unless it's something big. And it's a lot harder probably to fake someone dying. Life is not a soap opera, than it is to simply file a divorce and then, you know, decide that you want to cancel it. If there actually is a hearing date and, you know, discussions between lawyers and whatever, yeah, okay, talk to me. But she files, okay. It's real easy to just file and then just leave it there for years, or just never do anything with it at all. So, I'm sorry that maybe I took a long time to say that, but yeah, that's my thought on that part. So feel free to like, unlike, subscribe, share. What's the other bits? Comment, etc. The same way you would like if this were your YouTube content. So have a good one. Peace.